Hello, today we are going to make pinch pot animals. I have two little kitties here, and you can see they have two little front feet, and they have little triangle ears and cute little kitty cat faces, and they even have a tail on the back. Underneath you can see they have a hole in the bottom, and that is how we make them out of a pinch pot. I'll show you how. We will take a piece of clay and we will crumble it up into a little ball, and then we will put our thumb right in the middle of the ball of clay, and we're going to squeeze the clay around our thumb to kind of make a little thumb lollipop with the clay. So our thumb is completely inside of this clay now. Just like that, and then you pull your thumb out and you can see that's where your thumb used to be, and you have this shape. If you tap it gently on the ground or on the table, you can make it flat on the bottom so it will stand up really nicely, and this will be the body of your little animal. Next, we need to add the ears. The ears you pinch like this until you get the shape of ear that you might like. Pinch and pinch, frontward and sideways, until you get a nice little ear shape. And when you're happy with your ear shape, you will be ready to add the front feet. The paws need another piece of clay, and you roll it into a coil. A coil is shaped like a snake or a cylinder, and it should be about as big around as your finger. You can cut it in half, and you can try on those two little front paws for size and make sure they're about the right size. Those look pretty good. Here's how you attach them. You take your clay toothbrush and you dip it in the slip, and you scratch the front of the animal right where you want those two front legs to be. Make sure you scratch it so that it gets sticky, and then you place one little leg on and you squish and spread and smooth the clay out at the top so it gets really connected, so you can't really see the difference. See how this is blended in, so you can't see where the two got connected, but on the sides you can still see. We're going to do the same thing right here. Put this on, press it a little bit, and blend that clay so it smooths out very smooth. Okay, next we're going to bend those two little paws forward a little bit so they look like two little paws that are sitting forward like that. You can see from the side how they look. So we've got two nice little legs with paws on them. Now it's time to make a face. You could use your stick and poke little eye holes in and draw on some whiskers and a nose and a mouth. Or you can add little pieces of clay. I'll show you how to do that. Take a little tiny piece of clay and roll it into a teeny tiny little shape. And then use your toothbrush with your slip and scratch your clay so you can stick it together. Press it in place and press your little shape in place. You might have some scratchy marks that you'll need to rub to smooth out. And then, if you want to, you can use your stick to decorate the eyes. And if you want to add any details like this, you may. If you prefer to do a cat-shaped pupil, you could lay the tool down on its side and make a pupil that's shaped more like that. Because sometimes cat-shaped pupils are like little lines. They look like that. And if you want to make a little nose, I would take a very teeny tiny little piece of clay and pinch it into a little triangle, kind of like that. And again, use your scratch and attach tool, scratch it and push it right on where you want that nose to go. And then you can draw on your cat's mouth and whiskers. And you can draw in any other details you might want. You might want to accentuate the ears with a little bit of decoration. You might want to outline something. You could even add stripes on your cat if you wanted to. This one has stripes. You could add claws to the front little paws. And finally, you could add a tail. Take some extra clay and roll it into a coil. Your coil should be about as big around as your finger. And we're going to put the tail on the back of the cat. Now you can't have your tail sticking straight out like this because it would just break off. So we have to wrap the tail around the body so the tail is laying on the body like this so it doesn't break off. In order to attach two pieces of clay, you always have to scratch and attach. So here I go with my slip and my toothbrush, and I'm going to scratch and attach. I'm going to put this tail on. I'm going to blend it so that it really gets smoothed in. And then I'm going to wind that tail around the side. And there I go. Cute little kitties. You could make dogs. You could make any kind of animal you might want. I hope you have fun making your pinch pot animal.